Hey guys, this is Calvin LF with another episode of MOCTalks, and today I am reviewing Nallac. Not Mini Calvin. He got one vote, and then Nallac got like a lot of votes. So thank you for voting, and this is what you're gonna get. So yeah, today I'm talking about Nallac. I would bring out the big version, but unfortunately it's been disassembled for a long time. Sad face. I really did like that mock back at the time. And I still like it a lot, although it has some flaws. I remember something I'll just note for the original, which was a large toe-sized mock, is that I gave it kind of special. Whoops, yeah, this one has little details like spiders. That's kind of silly. But with the original, I gave him custom feet, which is one of the few figures that I've really done. I guess you could say my giant Makut I did custom feet, but that's kind of obvious because you can't just give him standard feet when he's that big. But yeah, I gave him kind of toes and everything, which was different for me, and I kind of liked it, although it might not have made a lot of sense for Nallac, considering he still has kind of that lordly look that Calvin has. But yeah, let's talk about the origin of this character. I believe there was sort of a contest that was sort of like make your reverse self mock, and then like the first round was make your reverse self mock, and then make other people self mock. I forget, and I'm too lazy to look into it. But it was an old Mock Pages thing, and I believe the original Nallac, which was even smaller than this, was way before that even. I think, remembering it, I'm going through this is the worst possible way of doing it, but whatever. I think I originally came up with this character as just sort of a reverse Callan, because I was stupid 14-year-old and like, reverse Callan, it sounds cool. He'll have a self nemesis. It's like Nemesis Prime. It's like you know, all the opposite. It's like evil Tahu, like the Toa fighting their evil selves at the end of the first Bionicle book. Yeah, really epic stuff. So yeah, kind of a silly idea for a character, but in terms of just like, you know, childishness. But hey, that's kids like that kind of thing, and I liked it back then. So yeah, I came up with him. He was terrible. He had like this silver, dark blue color scheme, and I don't know. The original figure was really. The toe size figure I remember was okay. Then I made like a fat version of him that was small. Then for the contest where I think you just had to make self-mocks, I think it was an entirely self-mock contest, I decided to make Nallac instead of Callan, since I already had a solid Callan mock at the time, for the first round of that contest. And I remember the only video with the toe size Nallac had like a promo for that contest on Mock Pages, and in that video Nallac was voiced by my brother David, because I thought it would be like, oh, reverse Callan, so he's my brother, hey, joke, whatever. But yeah, this version, 3.5 minutes in, and I'm finally going to talk about this figure. But this figure came as a Callan and David's character, because I wanted to, as sort of a, you know, I wanted to draw from a lot of my old characters on Mock Pages and sort of maybe do new, more modern things with them, and this was not my idea for Nallac, was to make him just sort of like a big bruiser kind of guy, and as seen in his episode, he's a criminal who works with another kind of more smartsy criminal, but unfortunately they didn't give those characters any room to develop. I just kind of threw them in, and I mean, the first episode, I guess you could I could make the argument that I couldn't really develop them because they were playing false versions anyway. They were actors, and then they reveal that they actually are criminals. They're pranksters, I guess. They pretend to be pranksters, and they reveal they're actually thieves. But then I could have done something more with those characters and have sort of a fun bumbling thing where Callan's like, you guys stole our stuff, come back, gotta go. But I didn't. So yeah, that's I just decided to do a shoved, stupid retcon kind of ending where just like, oh, in Christmas episode, Santa Claus just to gets them all their stuff back. Oh, I'm sorry. Santa Claus gets them their stuff back. And yeah, that was pretty silly and stupid. Because I suck. I'm a terrible writer. And then I didn't do anything after that anyway. So, yeah, kind of a lame ending to a pretty lame show, let's be honest. But yeah, that's not to say I'll never make anything Calvin and Davis related again. I might do something if I really feel inspired, but I probably won't. So, I'll just leave that open-ended there. As for this figure, I'm not sure when I'll ever be using him again, but I've had him lying around because he's a fun little figure, and I intentionally made his torso kind of similar to this one, but on a more scaled up size. His legs are larger, he has feet booster. He really does look kind of like a bruiser Matoran, and that's what I was intending to do. I'm trying to think of, I think there was one other thing I wanted to say about this guy. He could spin his head around, kind of. He doesn't have jewels on the thing. I also paralleled that. He doesn't have jewels. He has the little lights, though, not jewels. And he has spiders on him for some reason, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, kind of a weird history with this odd little character. In the new Calvin and Davis, he was just kind of a standard guy. Oh, I remember what I wanted to mention. I had a ridiculous running gag where I forgot. Now I'm forgetting what the gag was. It's like his name's Nallac, but everyone wants to call him something else. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna punch myself in the face after, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave it here and look like an idiot. Yeah. Tell me in the comments how much of an idiot I am by telling me what the joke was. Like, what did Nallac want to call himself? His name's actually Nallac. Actually, I think it might be that he had a different name and everyone calls him Nallac. Or whatever, it's stupid. This guy sucks. The whole Calvin and Davis sucks. Done with this episode. Thank you for watching, and have a merry, merry day. It's not Christmas. Santa Claus killed him. Santa Claus killed him in Calvin and Davis, and now that's the end.